What up, what up? About to get Mr. Haymer on the line, man. Enjoy this clip right here. Mr. Haymer went and visited the Southern Band at the Dallas State Fair. Classic, man. It's a dope video right here. Welcome back. Meet me on the 50, y'all. Special night, man. We got a lot going on tonight. It's Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What about 7 p.m. if y'all on the Central Standard Time, like Mr. Haymer is. We back in this thing though, man. Tonight we got Mr. Nathan Haymer himself on the phone. He's gonna join us in a second, man. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Gonna be a good night, man. Hey, shout out to the chat room. Aunt Viv, I got your shirt. Miss Aunt Viv, coming your way. You too, Quentin. That's the other Quentin. Quentin Morgan, I got your shirt too, brother. You've been down for the cause for a minute, man. So look, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much long. I'm gonna go ahead and get the man on the phone, man. We gotta chop it up. We gotta chop it up, y'all. Right after this interview, we will get into Bambo 2, round 1. Finishing out strong this for this round 1, we got Prairie View versus Bethune-Cookman, and then we have Grambling State versus Tennessee State. But before we get into all that, man, we gonna go ahead and bring the man of the hour on. So let's go ahead and do it. Make sure you share this out, y'all. And the clip you watched when the joint first started, that was We Don't Speed, one of my favorite Haymer arrangements right there, man. Y'all be sleeping on Haymer as an arranger, man. Dude was nice with the pen. Still is. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey.
Mr. Haymer. Nah, I hear you. There you go. I got you on there. The people can't see you yet, they can hear you. Let me get you on the screen so everybody can get you on there. Everybody can see the man himself. There he is. Everybody good? Let me know in the chat room if everything's good with the audio and video. We should be straight though, man. Let me know though. Everybody saying we good. What's going on, Mr. Haymer?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Can't complain.
That's a good thing, man. Did you get a chance to watch the little intro I had with We Don't Speed is my favorite arrangement. I know it's a cranking joint. It'll really flex a lot of the, it don't appease to a lot of the, I don't know what you call those, the kind of musicality kind of people. It's got a lot of cranking. It's a lot of cranking to that song right there.
It's a lot of fun. I don't care about the musicality people. At the end of the day, band is about entertaining, enjoying, but feeling the music. Whether you like it or not, you feel in some type of way when you hear it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it does too, man. So what you up to these days? What are you up to?
I'm doing my meal prep. Chef Nate eat great. I'm at home, sitting in my home office. It's keeping me busy. I love it. it's my second love to band, of course, but it requires the same amount of discipline and talent, because what it takes to make music, it takes to cook good too. So these people out here, I'm in Houston, Texas, they actually like my food.
Yeah. So how do the folks? You said chefnate.com, or what's the website?
Chef Nate 225.
Got you. Hey, y'all make sure y'all write that down. I'm gonna put it on the screen in the description too. That way you can go ahead and is it only Houston natives that you catering to, or is it how far can you go out?
Just Houston for now.
Okay.
I'm just starting out.
There you go. All right, that's it, right? Chef Nate, eat great, man. So man, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Like you've been directing for how long, Mr. Haymer?
18 years.
Okay, so how'd you get? What made you decide that was the field for you?
Oh, everybody know my story that hear me all the time. Being a child, playing soccer at 7 years old. I'm not a soccer player. My mom just put me and my brother in something to keep us busy.
Mm-hmm.
We played soccer for the Jaguar Pee Wee League, and the soccer field was right next to the band field. So I used to actually see the human jukebox. And when I saw them at the age of 7, that changed my life. And I said I wanted to be a band director. I didn't say I wanted to play an instrument. I just wanted to be a band director.
Wow. What was it about the directing? I mean, what about that interests you so much back then?
It was just the power of music, but I actually got a chance to see the legendary Dr. Isaac Griggs,
mm-hmm.
who's my teacher and was my mentor. Rest in peace. But it's certain people we meet in life that once we meet them, their whole aura just changes us.
Yeah.
And when I met him at 7 years old, that let me know that I don't know this man, but whatever he does, I want to be a part of.
Yeah. So you mentioned Dr. Griggs. Obviously, he's one of your big mentors. Who else were mentors that influenced your career?
Dr. Griggs, my high school band director, it was Mr. Glenn Buckaloo. Mm-hmm. Of course, Lawrence Jackson was my mentor. I was actually his assistant for 8 years. And then Mr. Cornell Knight, I can't not mention him. Mr. Cornell Knight is a musical genius. So I've had some of the greatest teachers in the world, which set me up to, I feel, be one of the best band directors there out there today. No, I'm not currently in front of the band, but hey, I still got the juice, y'all. I still got the juice,
bro. You a maestro, man. So we gonna get into that, because I feel like everybody knows the podium is where you belong. So we gonna get into that. So what's your primary horn?
Trombone. I actually started off on French horn, but I played trombone in Southern's band.
Okay.
Played French horn in high school.
And you're originally from where?
Originally from Baton Rouge, moved to Gulfport, Mississippi at the age of 8. So I claim both. Got you.
So we might as well go ahead and get into it. So you mentioned the podium is, when do you see yourself getting back on that thing right there? When would you like to get back on that podium?
Fall 2019.
Yeah, I heard that. He ain't say 2020. He ain't say 21. He wants
it's going to happen. And, it could have happened in 2018. I just wasn't ready. I want to make sure I'm mentally ready to lead students and give them the best of what I have to offer. So I needed to take a year off. But all y'all on notice.
Yeah.
In 2019. Nobody's safe.
Yeah, I mean, is there any location in interest? You want to tell us a school? Is there any state in particular you have your eye on?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. No, it's wherever I feel that I can grow a legacy and produce great musicians and motivate them to be successful citizens. So that's what it's really all about. And I just want to go somewhere where they appreciate my talent and I can appreciate them too.
Well, yeah, on that point, though, so you familiar with Jay-Z. So he has a line in one of his songs. He says something like, I heard MF saying they made hoe. Made hoe say, make another hoe. Does that line mean anything to you at all?
Oh, yeah, I know that line.
Okay. Any parallel in the band world with that?
Oh, yes, because when you do great things, people want to take talent for your credit. But if it was so easy, it could be easily reproduced. Mm-hmm. And, many people help you out along the way. And that's what I want people to know. Nobody is self-made. We've all been inspired and we've all been helped by somebody. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's what you saw in my work is my personality. The band fed off of me. Southern University Human Jukebox Band, which I will always love, they fed off of my energy. Yeah. And I loved it. We had a good time.
Yeah, so I mean, with that though, so let's say the band that does be lucky enough to get you, what are they getting in the band director from Mr. Nathan Haymer?
Oh, I don't think they know what they getting. They get somebody who's crazy in a good way, somebody who's gonna motivate them. But hey, if you want mediocre and if you want status quo, I ain't the man for the job. If you want to shake some stuff up and you want to do some stuff that's never heard before, and you want to take your band to the next level, I'm the man for the job. And yes, I'm from Southern. I've learned from the Human Jukebox, but I'm multi-talented. So I'll be a fool, and I'm just putting this out there. You didn't ask the question. I'll be a fool if I try to go somewhere and make them a baby Southern. That's not what I'm going to do. But we are going to be innovative.
You took my question from me right there, Mr. Haymer. So obviously, Southern University is one of the programs that constantly has a winning formula year in, year out. Like when you go to this next school, how do you? I mean, you know the formula that you went to school there, you taught there. Yeah. So how are you going to create a new formula that you're saying is going to be a winning formula? I mean, this is what you knew for the longest time. So
it's no secret to success. Work ethic beat out talent any day. You give me a talented person, I'll love it. But give me a person who want to work, we'll go further. So it's work ethic. But what better person can you hire who know the inside and out and the formula? So if I know the formula, don't you think I know the weaknesses? There ain't no threat. That's just the truth.
So yeah. So let me see. Let's get into what you want to get into, Mr. Haymer. You got any questions you want me to throw out there? I got plenty of them. You know, anything you want.
I'm an open book. I just want the band world to know that I'm still here, and I have many people. Who love me, and I have some people who don't. But at the end of the day, all of them talk about me. I motivate them. They want to watch. And that energy is needed in HBCU world. Now, I had an opportunity to lead the HBCU to go to the SEC at one time. A lot of people don't know that. I just feel that I deserve to be somewhere with African-American students and minority students and motivate them.
So what are your thoughts on PWIs? As you know, a lot of influence, HBCU influence, seems to be trickling over. You got a lot of bands playing Southern University's arrangement of Neck. You hear a lot of these bands playing specifically those same riffs. Do you see any parallel at all between the two, or at some point where they're playing some of our music, or vice versa?
I don't have a problem with it. They have a problem with us when we come to stadiums, but at the end of the day, I don't care what your style is. It's the band's job. Your primary job is to entertain. I would rather the crowd boo me than to talk over my show or go get popcorn. That means you ain't paying attention. If you're boring, you're paying attention.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: imitation is the biggest form of flattery. We've been imitated by the mainstream for a long time, and it's bigger than band. You could just go from things like Motown and things like that. We've always defined what American culture should be. We didn't always get the credit for it, but we always defined it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I read somewhere, or I heard someone tell me, but when you guys went to University of Georgia, you guys were the first band to ever get a standing ovation. Opposing band, I mean.
That was legendary. You had 90,000 people there, and most of them saw us for the first time. We did a typical Southern show. We put the halftime scores on the field. We did a nice precision drill. The Dancing Dolls came out there, did a great dance, looked beautiful, and then we ended with a nice dance routine. But it was just the energy. You can't match that energy. And the energy from the movements to the music. We're not just a band that just march up and down the field. We kick up on eight. We rock our horns. It's just small things that separate the good bands from the great bands. It's small. There's a lot of good bands out there, but it's very few great bands.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what was the song that really got everybody going? Was it Welcome to the Jungle?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, when that was pulled out, you can look in the crowd and see it started at the beginning of the video. Everybody was kind of like, I hear him playing. But everybody's head turned towards the end of that song, man, and y'all had them on their feet with that one right there.
But then we play various genres of music. You just can't put us in a category. If we're gonna play hip hop, we're gonna play pop, we're gonna play classical, we play themes from movies, we play whatever. There's no limit. That's why the band is called the Human Jukebox.
Yeah. So what is the relationship like now with your former staff that's over there still at the Human Jukebox?
They have my full support. I still talk to them. I still talk to the students. Only difference is I'm not the director anymore. But once a juke, always a juke. It's nothing but love. Yeah. And I support them, and I wish them well in their future endeavors.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your take on media? So y'all have one of the best media teams. What do you see media teams in the band world going forward?
I really don't know, because when I first took over as band director, when I say we, I always set the tone, but I can't take the credit for everything that was done, because I don't know how to work a camera, but I want something different. And my media team gave me something different, and the other bands started following. We got a logo. Everybody started getting logos. We started doing multiple shots, drones. Everybody started following. I don't know what's next. Yeah, it's scary, but it's going to be a next, and I'm going to embrace whatever it is. That's what made me successful as a band director. I was always embracing change and things that I didn't know about. A lot of people fear what they don't understand. That's not me.
Yeah. So were you the mastermind behind the marketing of the band? Because your band or your previous band, man, it's something about the way they put the brand, the Southern University band, on display like no other band really does. Were you behind that?
Of course, I was the leader of the team.
Oh man!
Of course, I set the tone. I didn't do all the work, and I wouldn't come here and say I did all the work.
Yeah.
But they fed off of my energy, my staff, my media, my marketing team, and more importantly, my students. It was just a different swag we had, because that's the way I carried myself. I believed in myself, and I believed in my team, and we produced some legendary stuff.
Yeah. So so 2019, man. Anything you can let us know? What you got planned that we can look forward to?
I'm coming back to shake some things up. There's going to be some different things. If you thought you saw good, the best is truly yet to come. I think it's time to have another band's name in the conversation. I'm tired of seeing the same bands dominating all of the shine.
Yeah.
And it's just too much out there to get.
Yeah, speaking of which, so outside of Southern, what are some of the bands that you can say, you feel their style? You like some of these bands, whether it be the Jackson States or the
I have a lot of respect for Jackson State. They don't believe it because it's wartime when I see them.
That's right.
But I ultimately respect Florida A&M for their history under the legendary Dr. William P. Foster, Dr. Julian White, and now Dr. Chipman. I respect Bethune-Cookman's band, because you know what? Bethune-Cookman is different. Florida A&M is different. Southern is different. You have a lot of people who try to fall in those lanes, but they're doing their own thing. Norfolk State is another one, and I don't want to name because there's plenty of them. And I name, I'm going to forget somebody.
Yeah.
But it's plenty of bands out there that's doing some great things, some innovative things, and stand in their own lane. What makes them great? They know their own niche.
Yeah, tradition is a big thing. So you mentioned like a lot of the big name schools that are constantly in the conversation. I think a lot of that has to do with tradition and a big alumni, fan base and things like that. Because there are a lot of a lot of smaller programs that are coming up, like the Stillmans and K-State and things like that.
I've seen Stillman. I had a lot of time to look. Stillman is on the come up. Kentucky State. And, it's a lot of other schools who need a band director like me, who deserve to be in those conversations. Yeah. So I don't know where I will be, but I know I'm going to be somewhere.
Well, I think it's a good point. You mentioned other schools that need to be part of the conversation. I'm glad to hear that, because, I don't think anybody wants to see, who wants to see the Patriots in every Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying?
You get tired of that.
Right.
You get tired of that. Right. And if the Saints would have went, we would have won. I just had to throw that in there because they messed over. But that's another sermon for another Sunday.
Another day, man. I'm not a Saints fan, but I was I was let down by that whole situation, man. Crazy. Yeah. Hey, man. Outside of that, let me look in the chat room. Somebody had a question for you. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, who was your favorite jukebox opponent in the past? As a hold on, D-Tex, he is a former juke. He said your favorite jukebox opponent. Oh, I don't know if that's a question or not. I'm guessing he asked who your favorite jukebox opponent was.
That's hard to answer because if he marched in the jukebox, he know our biggest competition was the previous editions of the Human Jukebox. Mind you, Jackson State is probably one of the biggest games. Bayou Classic is big because of tradition. You know, you had times when we went against Talladega, Miles, at the Bacchus Parade. So I have fun with any opponent. What makes the competition fun for me is the band is not going to lay down. You know, we meet a lot of bands who just don't want none. Yeah. Some bands you like, no, we ain't taking this. We finna fight back. You ain't gonna win, but the fact that you fought back, I could respect that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So did you notice any kind of change in the program upon your departure as far as the 2018 Jukebox? Versus...
Yes, I did. I mean, it's positive change, but yes, I've noticed your band always adapt and take the personality of its leader. And the current leader is his own self, and he's doing his own thing, and I support him 100%. But I don't have anything negative to say about him. Nothing at all. You know, just like when I took over, it was a change in the band from the previous director because they had to adapt and take on my personality.
I can't wait to see this.
That's just a normal thing.
I can't wait to see this program that you're going to acquire because they have your energy is contagious, man. You know that.
Oh, we gonna make some noise. I promise you that. We're gonna make some noise. We're gonna make some noise.
So y'all heard, man, earlier. If you're just tuning in, Mr. Haymer has said himself that fall 2019, he back in there somewhere. We won't know. We don't know yet. We gonna find out when he let us know. But he gonna be back in the building, in somebody's building, man. And I'm looking forward to it.
I just have too much left for me to give. You know, every man needs to know when it's his time to step away. And it was my time to step away from Southern, but it's not my time to step away from this profession.
So is there any resentment at all for the school, for your former band program or school, anything like that?
No resentment. No resentment at all. But did it hurt? Yes, it hurt. Well, did I expect all of that to go on? Was it some things that I wish was done differently on Southern's part and my part? Yes, but at the end of the day, what's meant to be will be. What's for me is going to be for me, and it's meant for me to walk in my true light and leave a legacy somewhere else because Southern already had its legacy. The greatest we did under my direction, I was only an enhancer. It already had the legacy. Right. I want to go somewhere and create a legacy.
Right. So anything positive that you can say that came out of that situation, though, that you took away from that whole ordeal? Obviously,
oh, yes. Oh, yes. A lot of positive. I really learned that I was stronger than I ever thought I was. But more importantly, I appreciated how rock strong and how strong the foundation of the Human Jukebox is. You could take the leader out, but you're not going to take the band anywhere. That band will always be there as long as it's Southern University.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're familiar or not, but I host this live YouTube tournament called Band Bowl, and each of the bands have their own war rooms, Mr. Haymer. So you guys have your own war room. Well, your previous band, Southern, has a war room. And during that whole situation, man, I mean, it was you never saw anything negative said about you. You know, sometimes you see people throw people under the bus and, oh, he did this and that. I want to say, man, when y'all stick together, man, y'all stick together, bro. I mean, even if you were part of the band or not, you know. So I commend y'all for that.
Oh well, it's just nothing but love, but it takes a real. I have a lot of energy and I talk a lot of trash. But at the end of the day, I do realize that the program is bigger than me. It's way bigger than me, and it's going to survive.
Absolutely, man. Well, on that note, I mean, it seems like it's nothing but a win-win. Southern's going to go on, and you're going to go on and do great things wherever you go, man.
Oh, but when I'm across the field from them, because I will be.
I'm trying to put two and two together, man.
It's one time, and it's Haymer time, and we finna get it.
Hey, what I'm going to do, y'all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna put a poll. I'll say guess the school, and whoever get it right a year from now, man, look, you get a prize. You get a T-shirt or something, man. We gonna hook you up. You
I ain't
can't.
gonna keep you waiting long. I'll tell you the school, but you know, it's just some things I gotta figure out behind the scenes.
Yeah. So as far as your staff and all, you have ideas of who you want on your staff and things like that.
But of course,
Okay, man.
I never go anywhere without a plan.
Man, you got a dream team lined up, don't you?
But of course.
Okay. Hey, man, Mr. Haymer, man, I'm not gonna hold you too much longer, brother. Thank you for your time. Anything you wanted to tell the people at all?
I appreciate you reaching out to me, and I just want people to continue to support the bands. It takes a lot for these students. They students first, then musicians, to do what they have to do to build a great program and still graduate on time. On time! Because my band knew all night was all right. I wasn't dismissing band practice until they met my goals and objectives for the day.
Yeah.
But they still got to go to class. So continue to support these students and whatever these programs are trying to do. Give a plug in for Southern because I know they're trying to go to the Rose Bowl in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Support that because that is a lifelong experience that a student's going to have. And in all the other programs who have goals and objectives.
Yeah.
And in my program in the future, just tune in.
I did have two last questions that I left off. So one being,
Okay.
To the high school student that's undecided on what he wants to do, where he wants to go, you know, if he's getting his audition piece together, what's a piece of advice you can give him? You're a motivator, you're an energizer, and he's an 18-year-old senior, man. And he plays a horn, but he don't know what he want to do with his life. You want to go, you know, whatever he wants to do. What could you tell that young man?
Never doubt yourself. It's not where you are, it's where you want to be. Mm-hmm. You may go in and give a bad audition. I had plenty of bad auditions. Not because the kids couldn't play. They were intimidated sitting across the desk from you.
Yeah.
But a great band director is going to look at you and realize your potential. And it's going to give you a shot. And once somebody gives you a shot, it's up to you to make the most of it. Mm-hmm. Like I say, work ethic beats talent all day.
Yeah.
Your band director is going to notice your work ethic before you know your talent. You may not be the best trumpet player, trombone player, et cetera, et cetera. But if your work ethic is there, you probably be the next section leader. Because I'd rather have you than a prima donna who's not going to listen, who's not going to be a team player.
Absolutely.
So continue to push yourself, continue to be motivated, be at the right place at the right time with the right equipment, ready to concentrate, and you will be successful.
There you go, y'all. If you're a high school senior and you're looking to join a band, hold off a little bit. You may have a new school to attend.
And if you're a high school senior, you know, you might be seeing me soon, and I'll recruit you.
That's what I'm saying. And then conversely, for the young band director, let's say this is his first year. You know, he's just now getting his feet wet. What advice could you give that young man or young lady?
These young band directors, and I can say that because I've been there, they always looking 5 years down the line. They want to either be at a college band or they want their band bigger or they want whatever. People respect you based off your product. Do your job. Mm-hmm. Teach your students. If you do that, the rest will take care of itself. You can ask any of my students at Washington Marion High School in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I push them harder. And I sent them to many schools, HBCUs and non-HBCUs. But I was motivated and I did my job. I didn't know I was going to Southern. That was, you know, I thought about it because I graduated, but that wasn't even my goal and objective. But somebody noticed me because I was doing my job. So stop talking about it and start being about it. Actions speak louder than words. Do your job.
Yeah.
And the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. On top of that, I would say also, I know a lot of different directors on the high school level to the college level, and one thing I see is consistent is that most directors understand that you don't always have to be the smartest in the room. You want to hire the smartest people. You want to be, right. You want to hire experts in this subject, that subject. Like you said, you have a marketing guy, you got a media guy, you got a arranger. They should be your experts in those individual lanes. So I think a lot of the directors sometimes want to hold everything like this and don't want to let it go to, you know, they whether it's what's the word? When you're very controlling, man. I don't know what it is, but
I call it insecure. It takes a very real and selfless person to realize his strengths and his weaknesses. Mm-hmm. And no man is an expert at everything. Mm-hmm. But even if you were, it's impossible for you to be everywhere. So you have to trust to hire the right people who can make up in every area. And all you do is just lead and motivate.
Yeah.
But and another thing to the high school band directors, call us. We would love to talk to you. We would love to come in. I visit high school band halls till this day. I'm going to visit some schools in Houston, some schools in the Houston area, north and south. So I'm still available. I'm available to come in. But it's a lot of other band directors who would just love to talk to you, have a conversation with you to motivate you. I'm a motivator. I'm not going to come in and speak negative. I'm going to look where you are, and I'm going to pour some positive influence in your life.
And that's really, I won't say that's all that a head director is responsible to do, but I want to say your energy, whether it be mellow or high or always angry, that's going to trickle down to your band program. So that's one thing that I think people underestimate about you, is that your energy, man, is responsible for a lot of the reason why your band took off to such great heights in such short time, man.
Oh man, what y'all saw me in the videos and the little promos I used to shoot, that was me every day in the band hall. Mm-hmm. You know, we had good days, we had bad days, but I know if I didn't come 100% correct, 100% real, but still positive at the same time, it will affect the performance of the week, and nobody wins. Yeah, nobody wins. So I've always had my eye on the bigger picture, and if you're going to be a leader of any organization, whether it's band or whether it's a CEO or whether it's your own business, you can't be negative if you expect to be successful, because nobody wants to be around negative people always complaining.
Nope. No. Negativity attracts negativity, man. That's
right. Right.
So, excellent point. Hey, Mr. Haymer, man, appreciate your time. Anybody got any last questions? You better get them in right now, because we gonna go ahead and let this brother go. He got some dinner to get to. What's on the plate for the night, Mr. Haymer?
I'm eating a sandwich tonight. Yeah. I don't want to cook, but I got some things to do tomorrow. But hey, it's my pleasure to be here, and I want to come back when I sit on my next throne and let you know I am. That's it. We waiting for it too, Mr. Haymer. We ready for it. So we in what, February now? February. I'm gonna check back in with you, because band camp start around when, about August time frame? Yeah, we gonna get back in. I know something around May, June, July. Okay. Okay, cool. Hey, Mr. Haymer, thanks for your time, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. You have a good one. Hey, you too. Okay. Out. Man in the flesh, man. The man in the flesh. Mr. Nathan Haymer right there, man. That was a great interview. Thank you again, Mr. Haymer, for being on the show. I'm looking forward to it, y'all. Hey, y'all, who do y'all think is going to acquire Mr. Haymer, man? I can think of a couple bands. You know, he said he might be across the field from Southern. So that's a hint. Like, he threw a lot of hints out there, y'all. So I'm thinking either a swag band or it could be an independent band, because, you know, they not necessarily in a conference. What y'all think? Let me read the comment. Who y'all think this man going to? One of the Texas schools? Because we're going to have to wait and see, y'all. Hey, I tell you what, though, man. It's only 8:35, but I'm going to have to get off, because we're going to get started with Bambo 2, round 1. Finishing up round 1, we got Bethune-Cookman versus Prairie View, and Grambling State versus Tennessee State. So that's going to be live. Both of the war rooms are ready. Hey, y'all, thanks for tuning in for this episode of the Director's Corner with Mr. Nathan Haymer. Yeah. So go ahead and come back in about 20 minutes, and we're going to be ready to go. Bambo 2, round 1 continues. Meet me on the 50th.